Today I'm going to narrate a short story on the topic Gelong Pelmo. There lived a king called Dharmapala and a queen Jumalhaze. The king was so powerful ruling the country and also a very influential person to the neighboring countries. They were wealthy enough that they don't have to rely on others. One day, the queen promisingly felt that she was convinced with a baby boy. There were innumerable signs appeared to strongly believe the baby inside her womb was a boy. After 9 months of pregnancy, finally gave birth to baby boy. The boy was so admirable, he turned to be the center of attraction. When someone looked at him, people felt like glancing at him for days to months. If someone has to think about him, his physique have them immense joy and pleasure. Because of all those qualities he displayed, King Dharmapala named him as Indrabudhi. 9 years after the birth of Indrabudhi, a queen felt another same promising signs of baby girl in her womb. The birth of girl was extraordinarily blessing. She was so beautiful, cute, and attractive like a lotus that buds to glow in the marshy land. No sooner had queen gave birth to girl, king named her as Lekmin Kerchang. Lekmin Kerchang possessed the qualities of Dakinis, her beauties and character. Personal qualities were top running gears like cars swimming on the plains. Her presence did not have to tell anyone. People themselves got clue about her presence and came to see her. She was just famous like sun during the day and moonlight at night. No people need to learn about sun and moon. It naturally become famous and known as people learn to walk. It also fabulous like them. When girl was 8 years young, her brother Indrabudhi, who is 17 years young, he was enthroned as king. King and queen commenced to practice and take refuge to Dharma, religion as a rest in their lives. Country was solely ruled by him. There were endless bliss in royal family and in the country. The kings of 4 countries came at the same time with offerings like elephant, fortuner, cat's eye, diamond, gold, grains and so on to beg Lekmin Karchang as daughter-in-law for the prince. They were Jagar Chuiki Gelpo, Buddhist king of India, Jana Tongi Gelbo, the king of 1,000 kings, China, Gesar Magi Gelbo, the king of war or warriors, and Taksik Norgi Gelbo, the king of wealth. When ministers reported about it to the king, he said, "If I give to one, other 3 kings will be saddened. If I give it to another or different people, left overs will be grieved. So, better solution is to ask herself." King called her at palace before him and asked, "The kings from 4 different countries came to take you as a queen for their crown prince. I can't give it to anyone since somebody may disheartened if I give you to someone. So the answer lies on your hands. Which country would you choose to go?" She thought for a longer period of time and answered, "Please listen, the king of Bodhisattva. I am treasured here in your family with pleasure and wealth if we don't practice Dharma when we have time and power in this life, and if we don't take refuge in Tipple Gym and practice Dharma, it will be like traders going to the place where jewels and come back empty handed if we don't practice Dharma when we can. The meaning of being born in this world is worthless, and we may deep down in ripples of samsara. For this, I don't have any will to go to any country as a queen. My wish is to practice Dharma under the Tendin Lama. Please, Your Majesty, give me a chance to take refuge to Tipple Gym. When 8-year-old girl told this, the king was shocked. Still then, he tried to influence her. There was a story and example for girls. Being a nun and practice Dharma, but no girls did get enlightened at the end of life. However, every possible way of convincing his daughter to become a queen for other countries failed. The repeated requests for him finally dropped decree that led her to follow wish and aspiration. And he told her to take kilograms of gold from his box while going. Then she sat before her mother with eyes full of tears and said, "The person who gave me mind and body, please listen to the words that I am saying. The life and the wealth is just like the dewdrops. Nothing is immortal." She explained about emptiness to mother and about the sufferings and to follow the path. Mother happily accepted her and told her to take jewels while going to fulfill her wish. Finally, she prepared offerings to brother since he was a king. King Indrabodhi was very ill-tempered king. She bestowed before him shivering, "Your Majesty is only the person who looks after all the people and country. Please stay calm and quiet. I have something to tell. When I tell you, please have empathy and sympathize me without any scolding. Every one of us are born as royal. This life, we have joy and happiness because of the previous good karma, but when we have to die, we can't take anything and stop the death. So everything is emptiness. Because of this, I am going to practice Dharma, Your Majesty. Please exhale the creek like your breath." The king took off his sword and placed on her neck angrily and said, "Please listen to me. There will be no fishes on dry land. A girl like you can't do that. I want to give you to other countries as a queen, so choose one," furiously king commanded. Although she was frightened but did not backward a step to ask again. "Because of karma, you have done good work in previous life. That's why you are born as a rich, powerful king and got to rule the country in this life. But your next generation is not assumed yet. These things are like winter snow that makes no appearance in summer. Even if I have to go as a queen, I will be in one, but how about other three? By these three countries, the peace and tranquility will be demolished in our country and risk your life. As she pleaded, King accepted her request and asked where to go to practice Buddhism. Who is your Lama? There is Lama called Jo Pel. I want to go to him. The king sent back all the kings back to their own country. The offerings were made to girl Legmin upon appreciating her decision. When brother the king offered half of his country as an appreciation, she refused it but demanded to take her childhood friend, Sampelma, as her accompanist. Lama Jopel invited her inside temple as she has come, with devotion and royal decree from the king on her willingness. When Lama asked about her wishes to be a practitioner of the religion, the 8-year young girl burst out into tears and bestowed before Lama and said, Your Eminence, I came here knowing the after generation is important than now. The sufferings of the world is beyond bearable and the happiness is on needletop. Please, Lama, preach me a religion. When you preach, I am not that much creative and smart person. So I beg you to teach simple religion which has greater impact. To enlighten and meaning easier to keep in mind. Everyone in the temple. More than 100 of people, we are astonished upon her words of simplicity. When she turns 12, she got all the knowledge of Lama and learned all the sculptures after knowing her quality. Lama entrusted her and blessed with Gunen Dompa. After 3 years, 15 years of age, Lama told her to go somewhere to preach Buddhism. If you happen to be here, people will backtalk about us since we are of different sects, said Lama. To accept the words of Lama, she departed to catchment area Bikshi Chuklakang. They made temporary shed with twigs and leaves with hope to listen the preaching from Lama of the temple. It has been many days trying to hear the Lama's preaching, but they did not. Her dream that the Lama has passed to Parinirvana before 5 years. The monks and villagers from the Bikshi Chuklakang heard about Gelong Pelmo and they discussed to enthrone her as the head of temple. She did not accept to be Lama since being a girl, the social stigma overcovers the stories. Repeated requests from people she went there as her Lama. It is also the prophecy once made upon her to be the head of temple at age of 21 years. She did not take rest. She has been preaching days in and night out to monks and people. She did not even step out of the temple. Why? Because she thought that if she walks out, she may kill invisible insects. She won't take anything that has to be chewed. Only she drank water from 12 noon till morning. She strictly followed the fasting religion. At the age of 25, Gelong Pelmo had a small bump on her face and it spread to consume her whole body. She knew she got infected by leprosy, the dangerous disease that cannot be cured. She did not tell anyone about it, but the smell of decaying flesh and oozing blood broke. the shell of her secrecy. Gradually, her fingers and toes began to fall off her body. The monks and people chased her and Sampelma out of temple. She believed that she suffers from this because other sentient beings will not suffer same. Sampelma and Gelong Mapelmo continued to walk. At some point of their journey, they met traders of their village. When they asked about the family and Lama, she got disheartened and pained upon hearing the demise of her parents and also the root guru Lama. This news gave her strong determination to practice and meditate to cure sufferings of samsara. They resumed journey towards north. The destined place seemed so promising as the sun rays fall above the mountain reached the place. They made a shed and stayed there. She kept on chanting mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. It's been 21 days staying there and chanting. On the verge to stop chanting for the day, a boy with glass and lotus on his left appeared in her vision. He told her that if you want to get blessing from Chandrisi, you have to travel 7 months towards north. She decided to travel. After many months of traveling, her sickness, decayed body did not push her further. At the verge of giving up the journey, there appeared 5 dakinis, and these dakinis helped her to reach the temple where 12-faced statue Chuchishe stood. When custodian of the temple came inside to make water offering and smoke, the smell of Gelong Mapelmo made him angry and he dragged her out of temple and kept at back of the temple since she dirtied the temple. Gelong Mapelmo made final request to Sampelma to make her a shed and asked her to return home. When asked, Sampel felt too disheartened, saddened by her words, but her choice was to leave anyways. After 7 months of chanting and meditation, she finally got cured from leprosy. The temple where she was chased out, which faced towards east, has turned towards her cave finally. Then she thought, it doesn't matter wherever you stay and pray, either back of Buddha or side or front. It depends upon the faith and devotion one has in the mind. Finally, Chandrisik appeared before her. She asked, I have been always wanted meet you and see you. It has been so long that praying to meet you. Chandrisik answered, if I were not with you, how can you see bloods on my body? So she believed that Chandrisi was with her for so long, although could not see. This final place where Gelong Mapelmo enlightened and cured diseases called leprosy is Tawakta, located in Bumtang Jongkok. 1.5 hour drive and 2 hours walk. According to the conclusion is it doesn't matter where you sit and pray, or doesn't matter if you have nothing to offer. It matters how you chant the mantra with full devotion. She prayed to the Buddha of compassion, Chandrisik, to take to the land of Buddhahood. After a year, Sampelma went to see Gelong Mapelmo and found her with rainbow and in liberation. She was cured and happy to ask many things. Gelong Mapelmo answered all. She told that her doctor was a Buddha of compassion. Chandrisik and medicine she took was mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Sampelma also got liberated along with Gelong Mapelmo. If you like this story, please like, share and subscribe. Until then, thanks for being with me. Thank you.